Hi, my name is Teresa Talea. I'd like to talk to you about self-integration. It's such an amazing thing, but unfortunately it can take us a very long time to get there. When we're born, we're completely dependent upon our caretakers. Interestingly, we also show signs of our own personality, our own identity, regardless of our environment. There's been studies among twins, even identical twins, and they can be very different people. We even see that in our siblings, when it seems like none of us are alike almost in any way except for how we've developed certain behavioral characteristics because of our family upbringing. No one is a carbon copy of our parents. They're not our prototype. They help provide the physical DNA attributes, but they still have their own uniqueness and we have our own uniqueness. Some people think that we are almost bound by our DNA that's been passed down through our human ancestors, our physical ancestors. But there is this inner being, our soul, spirit, identity that still shines through, that shows that we are not destined to the same fate or upbringing that our ancestors had before us. They're just maybe attributes that we can say, okay, this is interesting, this is a part of me in a way, but it's not me. A lot of cultures are heavily invested in their parents, grandparents, families, what came before them, and so children are brought up with no nurturing toward their inner selves, toward their differences, and it creates a lot of confusion among them. There is, like I said, something inborn, something incredibly beautiful and unique about each of us. And self-integration is a process in which we nurture these aspects, our emotions, our thought processes, seeing what we have on our own, how we're questioning things, even though other people might not be. Instead of stifling those questions, honor them. Hear that little internal voice or prompting that says, I'm not really sure about this. I don't really think this is really true, so I want to go within and trust myself more to see that I can actually find more of an answer. Versus say, no, I'm only a product of my surroundings, only a product of my family. And so I can't find it and I can't matter. So self-integration honors each of our aspects, and it takes the time to make them congruent, to see what is truly authentic to our individual self, and also balance ourself to our environment, because we are not an island. Anyone who becomes self-absorbed or self-centered, that's not self-integration. It is an interesting dichotomy because we do need other people. We all are a part of the greater cosmic soup of energy matter. That is even what does make up our inner aspects that we can't quantify, we can't feel with our physical body senses. But there are all these connections. There's our nervous system that can allow us to feel more of our emotions. And our mind and emotions are linked because if we think something, we can then react accordingly. And even if we feel something, then we can think about it or feel it in our body. It's so important to really hear what's going on within us instead of just live externally, almost robotically, ignoring what's inbuilt in who we each are. As I have grown in self-integration, I have gotten stronger in my own identity. Unfortunately, I have lived most of my life depending upon someone else to almost identify me, to give me worth, because I didn't have much. It was stripped away from extreme childhood abuse. So I thought, well, now I need another man to love me and fill that and show me that I can be safe with someone else in this world. And there were other people who showed me kindness, but I was holding on to this ultimate dream of this perfect romance, this almost yin-yang thing that's touted in the movies, the shows, this white knight thing that's going to save me and fill half of me, the half of me that's missing. Yes, that he would be my other half. I don't like that. I don't like feeling fragmented, and I kept kind of fighting against that, but at the same time wanting that, needing that, because that's what I was told, that's what I felt, that there is a genuine kind of emptiness when there is lack of love. But why does it have to be shown in such a needy way, such a dependent way? And yes, like I said, we're born with a dependence, but we're also born with this great inner template, this great ability that's not quantified. So as I hear more of myself and become more congruent within myself, with my thoughts and my feelings, and getting my feelings out, my emotions out, understanding them, knowing that what I've been doing has even been dysfunctional to some degree, even though it made sense, I have noticed this wonderful shift within myself, this energetic shift. It has caused me to love more. It's interesting because when you think that, or when I've thought that when I would come more into myself, I would be more lonely, but I have been able to love more and share more of that beautiful energy that I thought I could only get from someone else. I was being that flow, that standing, grounding rod, I guess, for this abundant energy to flow through me to others. I have heard before, about all those gurus, supposed gurus that just radiate love. And I thought, well, how can they? How can we just radiate love when we need love from others to exist here, to be truly happy, to be truly fulfilled, to exist fully? Because we're all broken, right? We're all halves or dependent. So there's been such a confusion that until I finally said, I'm really tired of what I've been told. I'm really tired of these mixed messages. I'm tired of the false love and the half-truths and the put-downs, but then the sweet little uplifting praises. Oh, but you are a good person. Oh, by the way, no, you're not, because you have to follow me. You have to listen to what I say. I finally just said no, but that no took a long time. There were stages of the no. And I've talked to beautiful people that have figured this out as well. So this shift, this energetic shift, literally has me turning. It feels like a very real energy. And before, I was like over here needing, and I was absorbing this energy of this world that has so many contradictions and being all over the place. It's like this high and low bipolar state. Being more whole inside, I'm now standing more. And like I said, turning. And although this energy over here doesn't feel as real and emotional, it's just as real. And I feel it. I'm more of who I am. And I can go within myself instead of running or avoiding or something with these old desires and emotions. I then take the time to hear them, and I say, okay, yes, we've talked about this before, we've gone through this before, so you can go forward. We've already solved this. If it keeps wanting to replay a loop in your mind or hold on to something in the past, And it just takes practice of being your own parent and your own nurturer, and really taking all these old fragments that have happened, I guess, in this existence here, and kind of putting them together, healing them and sorting them out, and then going over here and saying, okay, there's this energy here, there's something different, and I want to understand this now more. So this is where it can even get into a different type of physics, and I explore a lot of the science hypotheses and theories in my book, and I go into multi-dimensions. And one big thing right now is this ascension concept that's even mentioned in the Bible when we're told that we would be risen from the dead. And so no, that's not being a zombie. It's dying, unfortunately, and then having our inner being, our soul being, with that inner template, go to a different place. Because of these two different energetic paradigms, and even more, different energy spaces and resonances, we can go to different places. So the Bible can have their own places, and this type of energy that I know about, it doesn't involve death, it doesn't involve suffering, it doesn't involve following someone else, because we exist already. And so to me, and what I've explained about the ascension process, you are becoming more in line and in tune and flowing with that, what I call better energy, that more whole, more loving energy. And then we will naturally transform to that other place. So I explain several different places that can be after death. And yes, it's very hard to prove these things, but when you pay attention to these energetic differences and resonances, and how you know that there's something more, but you don't necessarily put your finger on it, but you still hold on to knowing that there's something more, that's really important. And then applying that inner knowing with logic to where we can logically prove that this does exist, that is enough. I think that's enough. So this process of self-integration is such a wonderful thing. It's helped me not have as much social anxiety. It's helped me not get so deeply affected like I used to with the lack of love coming my way. Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, I'm doing what I feel is the best I can do at the given times in my life. But if others don't see it, and if they want to just attack me, that is really their issue. So for me to take it to heart, and for me to try to fix everything, and I have to be realistic, and all I can really take care of is myself. And so I ask that you also take care of yourself to the best degree you can, and then that will actually overflow to others. You can be more present for them, more giving, more loving, and this world can be a better place. We can get more centered, more grounded, stop this chaos everywhere, and then truly listen to each other, even if we differ, because being different is a reality. I welcome us all exploring together with the fullness that we each are, truly inside. We just need to bring it forward more. Going forward can even be going backward in a way, back to our being state before all the abuses that we experienced here. In our being state where we know we're intrinsically valuable and beautiful and important, individually and together. So thanks for listening, and I wish you the best. And please read my book. It'll really help explain more of these things too. The eternal humans and the finite gods. And I say eternal humans because of this beautiful internal template that we have. It is so special. All right, take care. Bye.